And Trump made it made it okay for young men in this country to shrug off that shame and say, "No, I'm not what they say I am." All these allegations of because I look at a woman the wrong way or I don't necessarily agree with X, Y, and Z that I'm a rapist and I'm a homophobe and an Islamophobe, and I'm not. I just don't have to agree with it. I told that story, I think, on BZ's show. I told the story recently, but the kid I had dinner with just sat next to at a bar. And we ate dinner next to each other. I didn't know him. 30-year-old kid said that he can't maintain any friends his own age because he is a conservative. He came from conservative parents in California. He had a hell of a time in high school because he was in high school when all of this shit was starting. He had a hard time in college, learned not to say shit about what he believed in. He literally had to be a chameleon to get through college because every single class was shit on him this first year for being a conservative. So he had to be a chameleon just so he could keep his sanity. 98% of his friends his age, all massive leftists, and refused to associate with him based on his politics and his beliefs, even though he didn't. And he said, I'll be friends with anybody. I don't have to agree with you on everything. That doesn't mean we can't find common ground. Now he says all of his friends are people my age, almost 50, who, even if they don't agree with him politically, will have a conversation with him. That's what shame did. That's what the shaming of the feminazis and the progressives and all the other ones, like Mike said in the chat room, the feminazis, that's what it caused in young men. And it was completely okay for a long time before Trump came along in this country for the leftists to just bastardize and attack those people. I don't give a shit. Um, but I think, like Mike brought up in the chat room, we talk about Trump's legacy. I think that's a big part of it. Is that it made it okay to be men again in this country when it wasn't for a long time.